Is this just another cookie recipe? No, this is going to be beyond the ultimate cookies. Because in this video we combine the best features of famous and viral cookie recipes into one beyond recipe.
In one of our last videos, we already did some research and rebaked 3 famous recipes from Claire Saffitz, Joshua Weissman and Babish. Each one turned out good and each one had different unique taste advantages over the other. Claire's cookie had a raw cookie dough taste and a gooey texture to it. Joshua's cookie had a special caramelized crust while staying flowy on the inside. And Babish's cookie had a very balanced taste and wasn't greasy in our hands. Wouldn't it be amazing to combine all these features into one single cookie? We certainly thought so and got to baking.
So for an exceptional cookie taste, we did 3 things. We chopped a high quality chocolate bar with 70% cocoa. We browned the butter. Yes, we know that some recipes cream their butter to get a cookie which is crispy and chewy at the same time, but often the cookies are too sandy and cake-like. So we use another technique to get this nice crispy outer shell and a gooey inside while achieving a nutty brown butter taste at the same time. And we used a good amount of salt to balance the sweetness. So to get a gooey center, we used an extra egg yolk for gooiness. We took over a brown to white sugar ratio of 3:2 because more brown sugar ends in more chewiness. And we did the pan banging method, which lets the inside cookie settle back down by removing the air bubbles for more gooiness. To get a crispy caramelized crust with no tough spots, we fold in the flour to prevent any gluten development which would result in tough cookie edges. We let the brown butter cool down to about room temperature without whisking it. If you whisk the butter, you will get sandy cake-like edges without a crisp. And we froze the cookie dough after the aging process and bake it right off the freezer. This will create a delicious crispy outer shell and a gooey chewy inside, since the outside will bake immediately and the frozen inside needs a little more time to bake and come to temperature. And the last tip that influences all, let the cookie age for at least 72 hours and then freeze it.
Now let's put everything together in a quick rundown. If you want more details, please refer to the description box. Start by browning the butter. Let the butter melt over medium heat. When you see bubbles, aka the butter is boiling, turn down to low heat and let it boil until all the whey particles sank to the bottom and your butter has a nice golden brownish color. Let the browned butter cool down until it reaches room temperature. This should take about 30 minutes. In a stand mixer, combine white and brown sugar, add the browned butter and mix it at low speed. Next, add 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. We used small eggs for the amount of flour. Add vanilla and salt. Now combine flour, baking soda and baking powder. Give it a whisk and add 1 part of it to the mixture. Fold in the rest of the flour with a spatula. Lastly, fold in the chopped chocolate and the dough is ready. If the dough is too runny, just put it into the fridge for about 30 minutes before forming your cookie balls. We used an espresso cup to form even cookie balls. Let the cookie balls age in the fridge for at least 72 hours. We tried several ranges of aging time and the longer the better, but do consider food safety when going even longer than 72 hours. After the aging process, put the balls into the freezer. Now, whenever you feel like it, just bake a cookie directly out of the freezer. Bake it at 175 degrees Celsius for 18 minutes. We adjusted the pan banging method to only do it once when the cookie comes out of the oven after the baking time. This gave us the best texture inside and out. And that is the only cookie recipe you need, which combines all hacks and tricks to get the perfect result. Tell us how you liked it in the comment sections and hit the subscribe button to get updates on more famous recipe battles and reinventions. Next up will be the perfect pancake recipe. To check out our original cookie rebake and comparison video, click here.